what is up, everybody? It's the dude, it's the rebel, it's the guy that's the next level, Mr. King Sergeant himself, aka Geek Dude, Dude Rebel, 1192, Sergeant Crazy, and y'all should know, as of now, Mr. K Dog, K2 Double G. Welcome back, everybody, to KeeKlips. This is KeeKlip number 25. Yep, we've reached 25 episodes. And so today, this is gonna be a good one. First off, on my last KeeKlip, we reviewed Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Hopefully, everybody played it. It's a good game. Any best Activision O2 brand game. But anyways, today we're not gonna be I'm not gonna be doing a game review. This is gonna be something I've been having in my head throughout. I'd probably say throughout the whole week, or hell, might as well go out with the whole 2 years on this. And this actually goes to somebody on Instagram. I'm gonna find his name later. But today I'm gonna be talking to you guys about the use of emulators. And first off, here's an example of an emulator. All right, say back then you're still a kid and you start getting a N60. Yeah, so you start getting an N64. So you play the game. It's fun. Years pass. You start selling it, and then first off, you feel kind of wrong. Hell, I did too. And so you sold it for a couple years. Then a couple more years pass. Sorry, and you notice to see a link to play N64 games only online. It's the same. It's same graphics, same sound. Like nothing's changed in the game. But the thing is, it's not really owned by that company. Nintendo didn't own that emulated game. It's by someone else. That's an emulator. It's kind of like it's kind of like pirated games. Like the guy owns the game that belongs to another company. Now, not saying that it's illegal, but and there's not really any harms and dangers of it. But you gotta be careful, like who you who you playing it on. I used there was a first emulator that I used. I didn't know it was that, but there's a site. It was called PlayArt. It's pretty cool. They mostly did Game Boy games because I remember playing Pokemon Pinball on it. That's like the only game I played, and I think along with some other games I don't know, but yeah, that was basically all Game Boy games, and of course it was Nintendo. Now Nintendo didn't own that site, or someone didn't proclaim that it was Nintendo, thinking it was theirs. Now, it's all. I wouldn't say like that's pirating. I don't know for sure. Another one I know is Viz.com. That's owned by David Achenbach since 2004, I believe, or either 2004 or 2003, one of those years. Now in his site, he has NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Sega Master, and so forth. He has like all that besides PS2 and beyond. And yeah, so basically it's like from NES to Game Boy Advance and some other systems I've never heard of. Now those are complete emulators because you basically playing like a real game. Like I used to play Mike Tyson's Punch Out, Smash Brothers on there, Mario Kart. I used to play like a whole lot of mostly variety of Nintendo on there because I didn't have the system, and so I looked up this site one day and I was thinking like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's a emulator that's showing like whole bunch of Nintendo, a whole bunch of Sega, along with these others like WonderSwan, Atari, Intellivision, Coleco, all that. It's a pretty cool site, and would I call it pirating? Maybe in a way, yes. In a way, no. Like I said, he didn't really claim. No, it said you're not really buying the game. You kind of more like renting. It's kind of. It's been a while since I've been on there, but in a way, it's kind of safe. Now here's another thing. Here's one thing that's not safe. I remember, if y'all remember the system known as the Ouya, that came out like last year, 2013. around maybe June or July, somewhere around there. The thing was, it was like a small console. It's kind of like probably the size of this Game Boy, even smaller. But what it is, it's a console to where you can download classic games, but the catch was that you had to use your own debit card or some sort of card of payment to pay for all these games. Now that right there, in a way, is kind of considered pirating because this time you basically buying a game that wasn't owned by Nintendo or Sega or all those kind of companies. It's like buying a bootleg movie. Like it's yours in a way, but it's not yours as far as productions and directions and all that blah blah whatever. That's kind of like pirating because you're buying something that's been made, but you're buying it off you're basically buying it off a stranger. You're not buying the actual thing. Like I could buy. Okay, I almost fell. This right here, Tony Hawk. This is the only thing close here, but Tony Hawk. This here is the actual game, and it's no my Nintendo because there's a seal on it. That's okay because I'm actually buying the game and I'm playing it by Nintendo. I can't just get a system where I have to pay to play a copyrighted pirated game on that system. That's in a way that's kind of illegal because once again you're not paying for our own game. You're paying for like a pirate's game or you. What am I trying to say? It's kind of messed up. You're basically paying for somebody else's claimed product. But I mean, like I said before, I wouldn't say emulators are all that bad. Only to oh yeah, and Ouya that was basically an emulator throughout. In a way, it's not. I would say it's like really a bad idea to play emulators. I mean, it's okay, but don't just claim it as your ultimate system, because you have all the games on there. No, that doesn't work. Like, it's kind of better to have the system and the game, because that way you can actually say that it's yours and that you bought it from a company. You bought a company product. That kind of makes more sense, because if you get an emulator, it doesn't like really feel right. And also the fact that you're not really getting the real feeling of that game without a controller. I mean, unless you went out somewhere and say, for example, you bought a Super Nintendo controller that you can plug into your PC and you play a Super Nintendo emulator, that's kind of it's kind of a somewhat feeling, but still it's not like the feeling that you're actually playing the system. Sorry. But yeah, so it's okay to play an emulator, but it's not okay to say that you actually own that game or you actually bought that from someone else. It doesn't really work right. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got so far for this video. It's actually kind of short. So yeah, that's it for the video. Next one, I will find a game. Possibly Nintendo game. So until then, yeah, I forgot. Sorry. Y'all can like and comment on the video. Y'all can follow me on Facebook. I'm Keenan Sargent, or you can go facebook.com/dude1192. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter. I'm mostly on Instagram a lot. I'm dude1192 there. And until next time, I'll see y'all whenever I feel like seeing y'all. Peace out.